Welcome back. Are you ready for Which is Which? I'm so excited because we have, as usual, Willice, the words master, with us. Joining us from Kisii. Willice, how are you? Hi, Willice. I think he's getting himself ready for the Which is Which segment. We have very interesting words that he's brought to play today, and I cannot wait for him to tell us exactly how to pronounce those words. There's one word which means to deliberately damage something that is useful and for no good reason. What is that? What do you think that word is? Vandalize is the word, but he'll be telling us if we are pronouncing it right or it should be vandalize or whatever, how to pronounce it. He's going to be guiding us. Remember that we are joined by a very important and interesting guest who's got quite a story that we want to follow and dig deep into. We are talking to a gentleman who's been described as the godfather of commerce, actually Africa's godfather of commerce. What does that even mean? Joining us in the studio before we go back to Willice is Kelvin Kuria. Karibu sana, bo bo bo, drums roll. Thank you so much for joining us. We have lined up a very interesting conversation, and I know there's wisdom and nuggets that we need to. Do we need to get a pep and a pen?
No pressure, no pressure.
No pressure. All right, let's get back to Willice, the words master, before we go back to this conversation with Kelvin Kuria. Willice, how are you?
Fine, thanks, Wakio. And how has your week been?
My week has been very, very interesting. I have been looking at the words that you've been sharing with us, and I just want to go right into it because how do you pronounce this? I was just telling our viewers, could it be vandalize? Could it be vandalize? What is it? Willice, please.
Well, Wakio, we have the word vandal. A vandal, but this verb, in fact, you say vanda, not vandalize. Just like we have the word scandal, but the verb is to scandalize, scanda. Now, when we have some called inflection, that is changing the form of a word for grammatical function, we always have certain words with partially changing pronunciations. Vandal, but the verb is vandalize, not vandalize.
All right. So tell us this word that is written as M-E-R-E. Is it mere, mere?
That adjective you say, mere, yes. Mere, no. Many people talk of mere. Just like one time somebody told me when I was, in Form 1, and somebody just called me a mayor Form 1, and he was a senior, a Form 4 for that matter, and I told him, please, there is nothing like mayor. You have not said anything about me. If you say a mayor Form 1, you've talked about your own thing. So you say Mia. He gave me a very nice slap over here.
Rightfully so, you deserve it, man. You're a Form 1. The audacity.
But the correction helped him, though I got a slap from him. But that was a way of him learning from a Mia Form 1, not Mayor. So the pronunciation is Mia, not Mayor.
I'm tempted to ask if the Mia Form 1 gave the other cheek, but let's carry on. The next word is verses. Is it verses, verses, verses? V-E-R-S-U-S.
For the word that means against or compared to something, you say versus, versus, not verses that we commonly hear around us. And Wakio, we make so many pronunciation mistakes, not because of our liking, but because we lack proper guidance in good time. So what we commonly hear around us is sometimes what we end up using without knowing that that is not accurate. But now, V-E-R-S-U-S, you say versus. AFC Leopards versus Gor Mahia, something like so.
Noted with appreciation the next time I'm reading sports news. Yes. But let's get to the collective, let's get to the collection of the week. Take us through, please.
Yes, the collections of the week are very ready, my dear sister. And the first word, our viewers, when you take a look at our screen, the first word, which refers to the 8 sharp teeth, that is the front teeth. Don't say incisors and don't say incisors. Please, you say incisors. Incisors. That is the correct pronunciation. Incisors. Now, the second word on the screen, it's from the verb sever, which is of Anglo-Norman, or French origin. So, if you like, also Latin. But you say severed, severed, for the past tense or the past participle of to sever, to cut links. Now, the third word is transparency. Transparency International, not transparency. Many people end up saying transparency, or they like saying transparency because maybe it sounds unique. But when we go for the standard pronunciation or the correct or accurate pronunciation of that word, it's simply transparency. Then the last word, if you can check it, it's a bit tricky, but you say preposterous. Preposterous, not preposterous. Preposterous. That is the way to go. And I have to recognize those who sent in words. Some I may not handle tonight, but next week I'll hand them for those who sent in words or forwarded words to me. Now, Collins, Colimo Senior, you also say orchid. Orchid, not orchid. Senior Barack Gideon, Nancy Mutula, Kiniti Patrick, Boniface Ndungu. Then we have Gladys, Diana, and Annette. Annette of Maseno University, please keep it up and keep working hard because knowledge is precious. Otherwise, let's now go to the part which I know many people are really waiting for, and that is where we test our tongues. We are attempting to pronounce the word correctly, but please, when somebody makes a mistake, we should always remember to err is human, and none of us as human beings can be perfect or spotless. So let's just hear what our dear viewers had to say, or those who tested their tongues.
Kowtow. Kowtow.
Kowtow. Kowtow. Kowtow. Kowtow.
Kowtow. Kowtow.
Kowtow. Kowtow.
Kontu. Kontu.
Kowtow. Kowtow.
Kowtow. Kowtow.
Being obedience to someone, or showing obedience to someone in authority in order to please him or her.
Especially when you want them to get favor or you, like when you're trying to get favor from someone.
Wow. Wow. He said we should not laugh at each other, so we will not. Thank you so much, Willice, the words master. That was brilliant. Thank you so much for joining us. You are still here with us. You have your surprise words.
Yes,
before we wrap it up
with you because I have to give them the pronunciation, and that is, the word itself is from French. Not French, please. Let's correct that. That is from Chinese. Sorry, because of that, message you are giving me, it gave me a small confusion, which is very normal in learning. But please, that word you say kowtow, to kowtow to somebody, to kowtow to somebody. It's from Chinese. That word is from Chinese. Then, when we have the confusing words, the first word you say bold, bold, B-A-L-D, bold. The second one, B-O-L-D, you say bow, bold. Then we have the surprise word for tonight, dear viewers. And the surprise word, when we talk about the small bones that are connected together to form the spine, many people innocently say vertebra. And we had a lot of that when we were in school, vertebra. But that is not the pronunciation of that word. You say vertebra, vertebra. So you don't say vertebra, you say vertebra. Otherwise, when you want to know the correct pronunciation of any other word, dear viewers, please just send in that word throughout the week. Right from tonight, you can send it, but next Friday, only on TV47, we'll do the needful for you. You just use my handle, and that is at Willice Ochieng 1, at Willice Ochieng 1, or you can use at TV47 News, and your troubles will be no more with English pronunciations. Otherwise, it's that time when I take you back to the wonderful lady Wakio.
Oh, thank you so much, Willice. Always a school day with you. Thank you so much and have yourself a lovely evening. I'll see you again on Friday next week, all right?
You too, my dear sister.
Now we are moving on to the conversation I was preparing